Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Steelers and the Eagles on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gunn. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, here come the Steelers. Got an injured player down there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Fighting to stay up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brandon Graham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a former 6th-round pick in his 3rd season out of Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, We're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. When the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. Left side here to Sanders. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the 16, Minshew. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. There's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, nice move. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And another thing that makes the comeback really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he gets it down to the 32. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there, the first down completion.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run here with Balaj. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Balaj. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Haskins will throw.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Haskins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Haskins back to the air. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Haskins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now it's Haskins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down and sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he's brought down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gainwell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Eagles are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
We focus our attention now on the Eagles defense. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. Now, how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's two guys there to block them, they'll bring three, and that third guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end, and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Haskins. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now Balaj. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Haskins.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. I think that time we just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st down, Hurts. Rager catches it left side.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd down and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Drops this one down to Gainwell.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run it with Balaj. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Milton Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Balaj, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.